Well, gosh darn it, here we are again. I'm DJ Smiles, and this video is part of my Art for All project. This decade is proving to be a yucky place to exist in, and here in the US, the daily gun violence is out of control. So, after doing a bit of civic participation, please see the link to Winnie the Pooh Wednesday in the comments. Come get your art on. In this video, I'm going to walk through how to build a literal bookshelf. The supplies needed are a book with damaged guts or was already heading to the landfill, scissors or a razor tool. Which one is easiest for you to use? I like scissors for the cloth part and the razor tool for the other bits. Glue. I prefer E6000, but any clear, sturdy glue will do. Cardboard. A flap from a medium box should be enough. Cloth if one chooses to cover the cardboard that will become the shelves and possibly cover the spine. I chose denim. Pencil, a marker to use to mark the cloth, 2 long ribbon or cloth bands, damp paper towel or rag to remove glue from hands, and surface protection from the cutting tools and the glue. Once you've gathered all your supplies and protected your work area, the first step is to cut the guts out of the book. If the guts are not ruined, consider setting them aside for other art projects. Find the first connection of the guts to the book's hardcover. Slice into it slowly and multiple times. Do not push hard because the outside cover will be damaged, and this part is needed for the project to continue. Once the guts have been removed, stand the book cover up and trace the inside onto the cardboard. Make sure to not make the insert too wide or your shelf will be unstable. Cut out the shelf insert and then use this one to trace a second, and if wanted, a third shelf. Please do not use a razor tool or glue on an unprotected surface. Decide if you want to cover your inner and outer spine or the shelf inserts. I decided to cover the inner spine and the shelf inserts only. And since I'm using scraps, I've decided not to worry about the little bit of spine showing at the bottom, as no one will see it. If you don't want the edges to show, put glue all the way around the edges of the back of the cloth and fold it inward. Then place glue around the new edges of the back of the cloth and place it into a position on the spine and allow it to dry. Next, if covering the inserts with cloth, trace on the back of the cloth and cut to fit. If desired, leave enough cloth to fold over to cover the outside edge of the shelf insert. Once you have the cloth cut out, make sure to not overglue. Denim does well at hiding the glue, but thinner cloth won't, so consider that before getting glue happy. And now it's time to bring back the outside book hardcover. Decide where you want to place the shelves and start with the bottom one. Have the ribbon or cloth bands ready. Put glue around the 3 edges that will be touching the inside of the shelf. Place bottom shelf into position first and hold together while getting the holder of the shelf in place. I chose ribbon as this is not a big job. Repeat this process for the top shelf, or even a third shelf if you have chosen to go with more. Consider letting it dry for about a week before using, especially if in a high humidity environment. And voila! A bookshelf made from a book. These make great gifts too, especially for Cube World folks. May this art bring you a moment of creative enjoyment. Oh, and no real books were harmed in the making of this art project. I only murdered a diet book.